Hello everyone, and thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Oaks, the retired Disney princess. So I'm answering a question today by Ella Crazy Cookie, and she writes, "Hey Jennifer, can you please put this question in a video? I want you to describe how you got ready and your routine, and how they got you ready and how they felt putting your costume on, or if they treated you fairly. Thank you so much. You are so awesome." Wow, thank you for thinking I am awesome. I think you're awesome. So thank you for watching my channel. Rachel and I had kind of talked about this in Confessions Part 2 of a Retired Disney Princess. And I think I'm gonna try to cut out some of those questions and upload them randomly alongside some of the new uploads that I'm doing. So if you see those, don't be scared. I'm still uploading new content. I'm just, trying to throw out some old questions that maybe you have missed. But anyway, I'm gonna answer this one again, and I'm gonna try to do it in a little bit more detail. We'll see how well I do. Mind you, I worked as a Disney princess from 2004 to 2009, so I'm having to jog my memory because we're in 2016, almost 2017 now. Getting ready. So, and again, we said this in Confessions Part 2, but I would shower in the morning, brush my teeth, floss. I always made sure that I have dark hairs all over, so I used to bleach any dark hairs so that my skin was looking good. I used to be on birth control back then, so I didn't have any skin issues that I really needed to worry about. I used to cleanse my skin with Cetaphil in the morning. I might have put a moisturizer sunblock on, I'm not sure. But deodorant, make sure your pits are shaved, because Jasmine, back then, you used to have to worry about shaving your armpits. Now she's covered, so I don't know how big of a deal it is anymore. But, I was all clean and fresh, pretty much. So I would go into work without any makeup on. I had a bag full of makeup, though, that I would carry, in a backpack with me to work. And I would just wear street clothes into work, nothing fancy. Just being, I didn't have to worry about really how I was dressing to go to work, because Disney has you wear uniforms anyway. My uniform happened to be Princess Jasmine's outfit. So, so I would go into work. We used to ride a bus behind Magic Kingdom. Let's say my day was at Magic Kingdom that day. You clock in first thing in the tunnels underneath Magic Kingdom, because that's where everything is. The costume, the wardrobe and cosmetology, it's all underneath. You go check in with the base. If I remember correctly, the first thing I used to do was I would go grab my costume. So I would go get my shoes, because in the costume building, they've got everybody's costumes. And I remember the fur character costumes and the face character costumes were separate. So all the princess clothes were together, all the fur character clothes were on another side. And I would go find that aquamarine color hanging down, and I would go grab the bra top and the pants. I would go grab my shoes. I would make sure I had my jewelry, because Jasmine had jewelry back then. I guess she does still wear earrings, but she used to have a bracelet and her necklace. She doesn't have the necklace anymore. That necklace was classic, you guys, but that's okay. Jasmine's allowed to change her outfit, I understand. So anyway, so I would go and grab all that stuff, and then I would go to the locker room, and I would then change out of my clothes. I would put all my clothes in the locker or in a bag, I don't remember which. I think I would shove them in the locker. And I would, and then I would put on the pants, and then I would put on the bra top. And a lot of times I needed somebody to help me with the bra top, so I remember I used to ask some random cast member, "Can you help me snap the back of this Jasmine bra top?" And sometimes you could really make somebody's day just by asking them to snap your bra top. It was because they would look at you like you were really Princess Jasmine, kind of, even though they work with you. I mean, they don't really work with you. It could be somebody in food service. Just, the locker rooms were for everybody. And some people, they didn't care, but some people would, in fact, I would say most people would get excited to help with the bra top. So I remember that. And so then I would have my outfit on, no makeup, but I would have my outfit. And then once my outfit was on, you would put on a blue smock that would cover up your outfit so that it wouldn't get dirty. Or you could put a big white t-shirt. It was a V-neck t-shirt, I remember that. So it was just up to you, whatever you preferred, the smock or the big white t-shirt. I don't know if they still wear these things. Do you guys still wear these things? I don't know, maybe you don't want to comment below because, you know, that's like not allowed to, you know, behind the scenes stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so then I would go into cosmetology with my makeup bag, and then I would sit down with all of your other face character friends, whoever was Cinderella that day. You know, you kind of get to know the girls because you work with them so frequently. So you make friends, and so, you know, a lot of times it was, you know, I would have a couple friends in there that I really liked. And sometimes you didn't know the girls, but it all depended on who was new or whatever, how often you saw them or worked with them. So, you know, and you'd sit down, and the first thing I would do, like, I would check in with cosmetology, and they would be like, okay, Jennifer, we've got your wig over here. I think my wig size was size 40. So I was like, cool. And I would see them like doing the finishing touches on the wig. So I remember seeing that, and there was wigs all over the place. And there's a lot of mirrors all over the place. It's kind of like lots of lights, fluorescent lighting. I remember a lot of that. And you know, you've got these big tables with big mirrors, and so you go sit down, and there's usually a few girls around you also doing their makeup. So then I used to get my wig cap, and I would tie up my hair in the wig cap, and I would bobby pin it so that I would do my makeup in the wig cap. And I had my blue smock to protect my outfit over top, and I would start with my foundation and blah blah blah, and I would make myself all flawless. And you know, I remember I would really take my time on the eyes because Princess Jasmine, you know, she's got those bold eyes. So I would like go all out on my eyeliner. It was like, you know, just go the whole way, all 9 yards. That cat eye. Sometimes I would do the cat eye, sometimes I wouldn't. They didn't really care with me so much as far as cat eye goes. I don't know what their protocols are now. They used to get on me for glitter because I used to add glitter, but you're not supposed to add glitter. She doesn't need to add glitter anymore. That new outfit that she has is like glitter all the way. I love it. But anyway, I used to put lots of eyeliner, lots of, well, I didn't really put that much mascara because I used to wear those false eyelashes. Every day with false eyelashes. So I became really, really good at wearing false eyelashes, I felt, you know, or at least I was decent. So yeah, so then once my makeup was done, I would show it to one of the cosmetologists who would approve it, and she would be like, okay, it looks good, or else she would be like, oh, that's too much glitter, you need to take some of that off, or else she would say, add more blush. They were always like wanting to add more blush, I remember that. So I don't know, I guess I feel like I'm wearing a lot more blush right now on this cheek. I'll let myself face this side of the camera. Anyway, so then they would approve it, and then they would put the wig, or I used to put the wig on myself. I never needed help. I mean, maybe the first few times you need help, but you get it. And then you just bobby pin it in to make sure it's all nice and perfect around your hairline and that it's gonna stay on, so it was nice and stuck on your head. And then you were like ready to go to your set location. So, you know, each character, they have a specific set location that they go to. If you don't know where your set location is for that day, maybe you're doing something new or something, the character base used to tell you. But I would, you know, I always knew where I was supposed to be, so I would walk that way. And a lot of times the Aladdin was also getting ready in the room with us, with all the princesses, you know, because you have got characters too. You've got Gaston, you've got that Mad Hatter, it was, you know, Peter Pan, whoever's around. So you guys were all kind of getting ready together, putting on your makeup. Guys wear makeup too, it's all good. They have to wear wigs and make sure they look right out on set. So then we would walk to our character location. Usually it was me and the Aladdin. Yeah, I remember the Aladdins used to wait for me. They would be like, okay, Jen, are you ready? And I would be like, yeah, I'm ready. And we would go together. And we were like so cute walking down the hallway because we were already in costume all the way, like looking right. And so I remember, you know, you get used to people looking at you kind of thing in the hallways because I don't know, it was very, you did kind of feel like a little bit of a celebrity when you were like walking down those hallways. So that was kind of fun. That was fun. Again, I think you know, I talk about how it's all about the kids, but there is also the fun about that's the glamour side, I guess. Yeah, so then you get to your set location and management makes sure that you're there. Like there's all kinds of people on walkie-talkies saying like, Jasmine and Aladdin are here, we are ready to go, we are running on schedule. So, you know, and you can't forget about breakfast. I used to eat breakfast like before you know, if I wanted to eat breakfast, that would be like a snack bar or something a breakfast bar that I would eat before I clocked in or right after I clocked in. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I was nice and digested so that my stomach was looking nice and flat before I went out on set. Now, Princess Jasmine doesn't have to stress about that so much. Let's see what else you wrote here. But as far as like how I felt putting my costume on, I didn't feel like my costume was fully on until my makeup and wig were on. That is when I felt I was ready. But like when I was just getting ready in the locker room, I didn't feel like I was Princess Jasmine because my face wasn't on, you know, like that was my mask, you know, I didn't have my mask on. So, and the wig, that was a big deal too, you know, so if they treated me fairly, I'm not quite sure what you mean about if they treated me fairly. I feel like I felt like I was treated fairly by who do you mean? By the people around me? I guess I was treated unfairly in the sense that I got a lot of attention by being Princess Jasmine, because that's not fair. I mean, what about when I used to do the fur characters? Nobody cared. Nobody cared when I was Pluto. Nobody looked at you. Nobody held the door open for you when you were Pluto. But when you were Princess Jasmine, I mean, you had people waiting like forever. They were waiting, standing there for 5 minutes for you to get down that long hallway just so they could hold that door open for you. So I was treated unfairly in a positive sense when I was Princess Jasmine. And then when I used to do fur characters and I was all sweaty, nobody cared. So it really showed me humanity, like the evil side of humanity. Like it was kind of like, why is everyone so nice to me when I'm Princess Jasmine, and then everyone's so not nice to me when I'm just Pluto? Or maybe they're just treating me regular when I'm Pluto, I don't know. But I remember getting upset, like they didn't hold the door open for me. What, because I'm in this costume? You know, just because I'm a sweaty character, they're not gonna hold the door open for me? What? Like, why can't we always be that nice to everybody? Even when we're sweaty and gross, why can't we still be nice to people? So, I don't know. So it's just something, you know, how I think Rachel and I had mentioned that people would want to sit with us at lunch that we didn't even know who they were. Just because you were dressed as Princess Jasmine, people wanted to sit with you. But when you were Pluto, nobody wants to sit with you. Why can't we just want to sit with people like on the regular, normal basis? You want to comment below and let me know what's up with that? What's up with that? So yeah, but I mean, I guess I was treated fairly. I was probably treated, you know, you really do get spoiled. I remember people coming up to me, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, other cast members would literally give me gifts just because I was portraying Princess Jasmine that day. Like, really? No, and nobody would do that when I was Pluto. Nobody did that. Or Rafiki. I was Rafiki probably more than I was Pluto. But yeah, so I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like this video if you liked it. Share this video if you think somebody would get something out of it. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you will be notified when I upload a new video. I do Disney Princess question and answers, and I try to review places that I go, like restaurants, or if I meet a special character, I try to review that. I'm going to be reviewing Mickey Mouse, the Talking Mickey, soon, so stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.